Alright, Logan, McCormick. So I've been wanting to do this kind of for a month now, so I apologize that it's taken me this long to get a little more in depth and kind of talk about what you guys are doing and kind of the game plan. So we're going to run through some movements up here that I got. I know I've sent you guys some videos on some stuff already, so I'm not going to cover everything. I might start with the warm-up other than the bike, but day one, warm-up stuff like you'll see on there, the hip hamstrings. It's one of my favorite ones. I just do 30 seconds each side. I think that's what I have put down for your guys' day one. So you're just in a lunge position, push forward. Should get a good little stretch here in your hip flexor, and then maybe your quad if it's tight, and then sit back, legs straight, pull your toes towards you if you can. So that's a goal. Legs straight, grab your toes, pull them towards you. I know there's people that can't get to their toes. If you can't, just put your hand on your shin and just focus on straight legs, stretching out the backside. So you'll do that 30 seconds, switch to the other side. The heel to butt, so that's just focus on stretching your quads. So I like to hang on to something just so I don't have to worry about balance. And again, 30 seconds each side. So just pull that heel to your butt, send your knee back a little bit. Should get a good stretch on those hamstrings. Again, 30 seconds each side. Now the plank knee to elbow. So a little bit of our focus today, guys, is gonna be hip flexor stuff. So when you're in that plank, good plank position, straight line, you're bringing one knee up, trying to get it to your elbow. It's gonna be a tight position for some people, so you might not be able to. Keep that foot off the floor, squeeze, pause for a second, all right? 30 seconds, just nice and controlled back and forth each side. I know you guys have done the single leg stuff. I really like this as a warm up. I like using a dumbbell, but you guys can definitely use just your body weight. But you're just reaching down to the floor, touching the floor, dumbbell, or just your hand. Again, good backside, but keep that belly tight. Glute bridges, again, focusing on backside, activating your muscles. It's not so much a stretch. And you guys have done them like in the warm-ups before, but really just want to focus on driving through those heels, squeezing your hamstrings and your butt, hips extended, butt back to the floor. All right. Air squats. I don't know if I've sent you guys a video. I know I've had you guys squatting. Sorry, this bar's kind of right in my way. So with the air squats, guys, just make sure you're staying flat on your feet. Knees are going out a little bit. We like to focus on getting our hip crease below our knees and then squeezing our legs and butt standing back up. I'll go a little farther away. I know this barbell's right in my face. So knees out, butt down, stay flat on your feet, chest up, good position. Drive through those heels, standing back up. Couple of things I see people do, their knees will go straight forward. We want them to go out a little bit. People will come up on their toes. They'll come up on their toes when they're doing these. Stay back on those heels. And then hips through, standing up. Another thing people will do is they'll kind of get into this position and then come up. Because we're making them weighted today, I want you guys to have a barbell on your back. So just focusing on those good posture positions, belly tight. Now, as far as the weight goes, guys, go to a weight that's doable. I believe there's a pause in today's. So it's like a tempo down. So just nice and controlled down. Pause at the bottom, up normal. All right. Hip flexor rainbows. So that's your accessory movement today. So on the floor, imaginary object, or you can put a dumbbell to take your foot up and over, and then back to your starting position. That's one. So you guys are gonna do 10 each side. So now what I like to do is I'll do one on my right leg, one on my left, that's 2, and just count to 20. If you do 10 straight on one side, it's great, but you might get a little that one leg might get a little wore out, and the last few reps might be really, really hard. Not a bad thing, just might be really hard. Hollow rocks, those are in your guys' warm-up. Try it really, really hard on these, legs and arms straight. They're gonna get tough, you're gonna get fatigued. If you guys get to a point where you're bending at your knees and elbows, not a huge deal, just keep that good controlled rocking position, all right? Cool down stuff, so some stretches at the end, all right? So we've got hamstrings on the wall. So this is one of my favorite ones, guys. If your backside's tight, hamstrings tight, butt, any of that, you're just gonna get your hip right on the wall, roll to your back, legs straight up, point your toes towards your face, all right? You're just gonna hang out there for 2 minutes. Good stretch. All right, this next one, wall's kind of tough. You guys can get your foot up on your couch, on your bench, something a little softer. But you guys are putting your foot, the top of your foot is gonna be against the wall, knees on the floor, and then trying to sit up. So this is about all I got. It's a really, really good quad hip flexor stretch. I'll show you guys what it looks like on the bench. All right, so this is another option. A little easier to get into, but I can sit up a little bit more on this one. But I'm still getting a good stretch right there, hip flexors, quad. All right, guys, that's day one. I'll send another one out for day two. Again, I want to try to do this for you guys, get a little better explanation of what I'm putting you guys through. And please, if you guys got any questions, I'm going to do my best to respond to it. Facebook, I need to be better at getting on there and checking out the messages. If you guys have my number, feel free to text me. That is no problem. And if you don't, I don't mind giving it to you guys either. I think that's it, guys. Hey, have a good day one, and I'll get you a video out tomorrow for day two.